What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with Imagine Life Development Center, here to do the September reading for my Capricorns out there. If you're new to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click the like, share, and subscribe button for me. All the other information you need to know is in the description box below. I'm also running a September special on private readings. You can do 1 for 10, 1 question for 10, 2 questions for 20, 3 questions for 30. That information is below as well. All right, Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and jump right on in. Going to do things a little bit different for this reading. I'm going to just try to mix things up here on my channel. And basically, we're going to start by looking at your overall energy, and then we'll get into the main nitty gritty here, okay? So let's see what's coming up for Capricorn in love and romance. Love and romance for Capricorn, please. Okay, the first card out is you have man holding a coin. So this is kind of your energy. It's a kind of a King of Pentacles type of energy here. So you guys could be focused on yourself right now. You could be focused on another earth sign. So maybe you're dating or you have interest in another earth sign. Male or female, doesn't matter, excuse me. Could also mean that you're focused on career, money, and finances as well right now. But let's see. Let's see what else comes out here. I'm really getting an energy that this is, you guys have another earth sign that you're, yeah, I can't make it up. I was really feeling that like strongly and intuitively that you guys are interested. You're either interested in, if you're single, you're interested in another earth sign. And if you're in a relationship with another earth sign, it's like you know things are starting to get, they're going to another level with them here. And we got the deep knowing card. See? You just have this deep knowing, like, yeah, this person is either in my life to play an extremely important role, or there's this deep knowing of knowing that they're the one. Like, this is my person, okay? May not be for all of you, but again, take it as it resonates. All right, let's get the next energy out here on the table. This is a new oracle deck that I received, so I'm trying to get familiar with it. Stagnant waters, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. So either you've been feeling stuck here in your life, could be in any area of your life, or you've been feeling stuck maybe in this in past relationships, or maybe you've been feeling stuck in this current relationship. But the energy that I'm really getting here, the overall energy here that I'm receiving, has a lot more to do with just feeling stuck in general. Like you just feel like life hasn't really been going the way that you want this year. As you know, or that the plans that you've had maybe haven't really unfolded the way that you've wanted them to. That's kind of the energy that I get here. So I don't really get any specific, it's not like one specific area here in your life that's really sticking out to me energetically. It just kind of feels like things just haven't really been, you know, just haven't really been going the way that you've wanted. But I do feel that in terms of the relationship, I do feel like that's one of the areas where you do have some certainty. Like, you may not have a whole lot of certainty in other areas of your life, but you do have certainty regarding this person with that deep knowing energy. Now, again, if you're single and things have been feeling stuck, well, then this person's going to come in and it's going to shake up your world, because it's going to be like, my romantic life is stuck. Things weren't going anywhere. No hope in sight, and then boom, this person shows up, and then boom, you have this deep knowing energy. Okay, now the first card that came out was a message of concern. I may have to pull a little side reading on that here, but let's get the other cards here. Now, this could be about anything. I mean, this could be, you know, this could be you know, a message about, you know, late payments. Could be about bills. It could be about someone's health. Could be, you know, maybe if you have an ex, they reach out to you with a concern. It could be literally any area of life. So I'm going to have this could even be, so I think this is what it has to do with bad health. So maybe you get a message of concern. Maybe you go in for an appointment and you get a message of concern about health, or maybe someone you know or you love or you care about gets, you know, they get like a diagnosis or something here. So it definitely could be health related there. Doesn't have to be, because at the bottom of the deck we have the House card. And maybe this is why that stagnant energy is here, okay? Now, keep in mind too, guys, that this is a broad, you know, these cards with these messages, just like tarot, are often presented as extremes, right? Like they're more extreme messages. So for some of you, it may not be a huge thing. So a message of concern could be anything. You know, it doesn't always have to be some major thing like, oh my gosh, I'm like, you know, I've got, you know, stage 4 cancer and I'm going to die tomorrow. It doesn't have to be something crazy, or that somebody else is having something crazy. It could just be something more minor than that, right? You know, could be like, oh, hey, I missed a credit card payment and I got an overdraft notice, or, you know, I get a notification by email saying, oh, hey, you forgot to pay your credit card. And maybe because you're an earth sign, like, you know, I'm a Virgo, but I know that us earth signs, we can be pretty perfectionistic. And it's like, dang it, man. Like, cause you might be really like, anal about your credit score. Like me, I'm super anal, you know? And so if I miss a payment, even if it's been years, you know, if I forget one time, it really bothers me, because I'm like, dang it, man, I can't believe I missed this payment. I paid it for years on time and I missed, you know, it's like you get, you know, you have that perfectionistic mentality. So it doesn't always have to be something big. Okay. But it could have to do with living situation too, a house situation. And this journey card, it could be about travel, if you have to travel or go somewhere. So let me just really quick, I'm going to take this mini deck because it's not clear. That's the only, that normally I wouldn't probably do this, but it's not really clear what this is about. And I don't like that, because I'm very thorough. So I just want to see here. Why is the message of concern here? I just want to see if it's correlating to these other cards that are out so far, or if it's just something completely separate. Okay. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is usually like an apology. Okay, I think I know what this is. Give me one more, please. We have the King of Wands next. Whoa, yeah, that's way too many. Let me just put these back real quick. I'm almost 100% sure I know what this is. Page of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. Strength. Okay, so this is, I feel like what this is about. So we got the Page of Cups here. We have the King of Wands, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So you may have somebody in your life, and they're the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this has to do with somebody else in your life. And it's like, so this message of concern is like you're receiving a message from somebody that you don't want to hear from. And that's why it's concerning to you. It's like you're over here, you meet this, so this deep knowing is like you're either with somebody, you're with somebody already that you have that deep knowing energy we talked about, or there's somebody new that comes into your life. And then maybe you have an ex, you have this past person or somebody that you don't want to hear from. And then all of a sudden they show up, you know, they're reaching out because they want to make up with you. They want to apologize. They want to, you know, it's like an ex coming back. It's like, hey, you know, like they're trying to rekindle a fire here, this King of Wands, and they want to, you know, they're coming back with an offer, this Page of Pentacles. And because you're not really, it's like you walked away from that, and it took you, you know, the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, you know, it took a lot of strength for you to walk away and move on from this person. And here they come, of course, right? Like that's the irony of life, right? It's like you finally let go of this person, you finally get over them, you finally move on, and then what do? They come rushing back. Now keep in mind too that we are in Mercury retrograde right now. So that energy is all about past people coming back, and that's going to go until I think September the 13th. Don't hold me to that, but yes, I believe that this message of concern has everything to do with this past person coming back, like an ex. It could even be somebody you're married to, and maybe they come back, you know, maybe they have a story, you know, like, hey, this journey card could be about them. Hey, you know, I'm going to be in your neighborhood if you want to meet up, you know, I'm passing through town. The bad health card could be, hey, I haven't really been, you know, doing well since you left. Like they might try to guilt trip you or say, oh, you know, that might be their doorway in to try to elicit some kind of compassion for you, or from you rather. You know, it's like, oh, I'm not doing well. And then it makes you feel bad. Like, oh, are you okay? And then that's the open door, right? They try to trick you into giving you some kind of victim story to make you feel bad for them so that you'll respond to their text messages, right? If you don't have them blocked. That could be something that's happening. Okay. But it's definitely, I definitely feel that that's what that energy is. Now so taking this energy away and going back to where we were a second ago. Now the journey card is also about you getting back in, on course here with the new person, this new energy. This is you realizing that this is somebody you can go, that you can make the journey with, basically. So it's implying that whoever this new person is, and again, I feel like it could be another earth sign, doesn't have to be, but it could be another earth sign, that this is somebody you could see going the distance with here. Because journey is an implication of something that takes a long time, right? And on this card, there's this train, right? And train rides are usually longer. Not as quite as long as maybe a bus drive, but it's definitely, you know, train rides are usually a longer trip, right? If you travel by a train. So, and then the bad health here, I feel like this is because it fell on the stagnant energy. I really feel like this also is having to do with you guys, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I feel like you guys, and it doesn't have to be literal bad health. Like, you know, you don't have to be sick and dying or bedridden, but I do feel like, because of the amount of stress that you've been under, the depression, and the stagnant energy you've been under for a while, it has taken a toll on you. Like you feel fatigued, you don't have as much energy. Maybe some of you guys, you know, maybe you drink every once in a while, or maybe you eat a lot, you know, to medicate yourself, and then you feel really lethargic, whatever it is. Like we all do something usually. When we get depressed, we usually medicate ourselves in some way, shape, or form, right? Even if it's just sleeping a lot, right? That can be an escape. So, again, it doesn't have to be a major detrimental thing. Some of you guys could have certain health issues that have been really kicking your butt more so lately than usual. You know, like if you have an autoimmune or you have some other type of thing, or maybe if you got injured recently and it's like you've had this setback. Okay. So again, take it as it resonates. All right. So let's take a look now at the main energy here of your reading. So we're going to look at your past, your present. We're going to look at the future potential outcome here. We're going to look at the major hurdles that are happening for you and the advice energy, basically what you need to do to overcome the hurdle. Now I'm using a new deck that I just created. Came out with this month. I will be selling it sometime in the future. It's my Human Innovation Oracle deck. And so I just got to finish the artwork and creating the little booklet and all of that. And then it'll be available for retail. But we're going to, okay, so the past energy came right out. is release. Now, one of the things here that I'm going to have to work on is, obviously the words, they don't show up, then the numbers here, they don't show up very well on the cards. So this is a prototype deck. I'll get all that hammered out before I actually launch and sell it. I'll have to make the wording show up a little bit better, but yeah, I was excited to create one and just start using it in my readings so that we're going to get the present energy now, please. But yeah, I need to get my hands on it and try it out to see if I thought it was good enough to be used. So the present energy, we have paradigms. All right. And now the future outcome energy. And while I'm shuffling here for the future outcome energy, so the release energy is saying basically, there's things that you need that need to be released and let go of from the past, like completely 100%. And I feel like that's why, because this is underneath the message of concern position. Whenever this person from your past reaches back out, because I really do feel like it's an ex that's going to reach out to you, the reason it's concerning to you at all is because it triggers you. And the reason it triggers you is because there's still, even if it's some minuscule amount of attachment there's some type of attachment there. It doesn't mean you want to be back with this person. It doesn't mean that you still love them or want anything from them, but it just means that there's some type of emotion still attached to them because it triggers you, right? And so it's coming up, this person's coming back to bring that to your awareness so that it can be released once and for all, so that you have all of your energy to give to the new person, right? So that your energy is not being pulled in two different places. You want wholeness with somebody, and to be whole, you have to have all the pieces of you. You can't be fragmented and all over the place, right? You have to be whole. And so this has to do with releasing all of it, releasing, and not just your ex. It has to do with releasing anything in your life right now that's not serving you. And it doesn't matter how far back you have to go. For some of you, you may have to go back as far as the last 9 or 10 years. Just all depends on what's happened. But there's certain things that are present in your life right now that are affecting you, that are putting you in this stagnant energy. Not all of it is just your current situation. In fact, usually that's not what keeps people stuck. Most of the time, it's past things that are affecting us in present day, because it stays alive in our mind, and our mind just keeps regurgitating and regurgitating. It's like we have this movie that we don't like, that we keep replaying again and again and again in our mind. That's that story. And because we keep reliving it in our mind, we keep re-experiencing it in our emotions, and we experience that in real time. So we are never able to move forward because we haven't shut that movie off. We haven't released it. We haven't let go of it and cleared the slate and say, hey, you know what? I don't have to live in my past. I'm not a product of my past. I can let all that stuff go, and I can open myself up to the new potential and the beauty of the future. And I know that this is true because the present energy is the paradigms card. And the paradigms card is just that. It's your thoughts. It's a paradigm. A paradigm is a thought. It's a belief that you have. So your current energy is all about your mentality. It's your beliefs about the way things have to be, the way things are, the way things were. It's everything that shapes your belief system. Your thoughts, the story that goes on in your head, the voice in your head that criticizes you and criticizes others, the voice in you that says, oh, you can never have this, you'll never have that, you can't do this, if you can't have that, if it's not going to be like this and it's not worth trying, all that learned helplessness, all the limiting beliefs, all of that crap that goes on is part of the paradigm. And so the paradigm energy is showing up here is saying, hey, we need to release these thoughts. We have to release the energy, because thoughts are things. It's energy. Thoughts literally become energy. We got to release all of that if we're going to move forward to the future energy here, or the future potential outcome, which is the illumination card. Okay. And the illumination card is just that. It's when we become enlightened. It's like a whole new, the scene I'm getting is the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You walk through the wardrobe and you enter a whole new world possibility, right? But when you're standing in the room where the wardrobe is, it's old, it's musty, it's dusty, you know, it's boring. And there's just this old wooden, crappy looking wardrobe closet sitting in the corner. And it's like, well, this is dumb. And you go open it up. It smells like mothballs. And you're like, you know, there's junk in there. It's like, this is stupid. But something tells you there's something back here. There's something behind the illusion of this wardrobe. Something is telling you, hey, what if there's something hidden back here? You know, there's a curiosity that's sparked in your mind to go into, just go in there. So you go wading through, and it's like, man, this seems like this shouldn't be this big of a wardrobe. Like, you know, when you're standing in the room, it's like a 3x2 wardrobe, you know, it's just like, it's 3 foot wide or something, you know, like whatever the dimensions would be. But you go walking in and it seems like you're just going and going, and then out you come into this world. This whole world of fantasy is there. That's the illumination. It's there to tell you, metaphorically speaking, that when you push through your own limiting beliefs and your own barriers mentally, there's like this whole world of color. It's like if you were seeing black and white before, boom, the world explodes into color, and you've all these possibilities. Like if these colors represented possibilities, it's like you have this, it's like your whole brain comes online. It's like your whole mind, your whole system gets an upgrade, and immediately you start to see all these possibilities. You start to see, oh, I can do this, I can do that. There's this person, there's that person, there's this possibility. It's like all of a sudden, it's like you start seeing everything, all the possibilities that weren't there before because you were in tunnel vision, right? So releasing these old paradigms will bring you to this place of illumination. What is the major hurdle here? I mean, I feel like I just explained it, but let's just see what the energy says. What's the main hurdle here? Yeah. The pause button. I think Taurus just got this card in the same exact position. Pause. So this is saying that right now, the challenge for you guys is either one, you're being busy for the sake of being busy. You're a busybody. Go, do. Don't stop. Just go. It's like you need to pause. You need to take a chill pill. You need to pause for the cause so that you can actually explore these things. Because when you're in the daily grind of living and going and doing and all these things, you're not really, it's not helping you to address and notice what's going on in your mind. It's just everything is happening, and it's like you don't take the time to stop and evaluate yourself, introspect and look and see what's going on. Okay. And this is also telling you to take a pause, to be careful, because like when this person, this X comes back, whoever this person is, you need to press the pause button so that you can get into a place where you can think straight. Because if they emotionally trigger you, then all your logic's going to go out the window, and you may respond or react in a way that's unlike you. Or you may be, kind of seduced or pulled into something that you don't want any part of, right? So this pause button is saying, hey, you need to press pause whenever something happens. You need to press pause. You need to analyze it. You need to be practical. You need to get grounded, and you need to evaluate what's real, what's not real, and what is the best way to proceed forward that's in your highest good. And for some of you, that may mean leaning into friends or family members that you trust to give you unbiased, honest feedback, people that really care about you, that watch your back. And for some of you, that may also mean your spiritual practice, meditating, praying, asking your spirit, your guides, whatever you believe in, for guidance and assistance to show you the right way to go. It's in your highest good. Okay. So what's the advice here? If that's the challenge. Okay, so this is the challenge. This is the advice card, the Fortress. And the Fortress is all about guarding and protecting yourself. Okay? But doing it in a healthy way. This isn't about closing yourself off to love. This isn't about hiding your emotions, suppressing your emotions. This isn't about doing something unhealthy. This is about doing something in a very healthy way. Okay? This is all about you guarding yourself, protecting yourself. You know, that your heart is one of the most valuable things that you have, because once you get hurt and you get burned, it's devastating. The pain is devastating. And then as we experience more pain and more hurt, what do? We close ourselves off more and more and more. So it makes it more difficult to experience love the next time. The more we get hurt, the more reactive we become when it comes to love, which is really something that backfires on us. Because when someone good finally shows up, someone that will treat us right, that does love us, what do? We back away, or we start punishing them for the crimes committed by past people, right? Because we're trying to protect ourselves, right? And if we're not careful, we can take that to an extreme where we end up pushing good people away and attracting even more bad people to us that just want to hurt us. So this fortress energy is here to say, hey, we have to have the discernment to know when we need to protect ourselves and who and what we need to protect ourselves from. Okay. So I'm going to pull some additional energy here with the tarot. Let's see what additional messages we have here as we kind of close out the reading here. What else do we need to know about Capricorn and their love life? So here we have the Page of Wands. Now this could be a dual energy. The Page of Wands is excitement, getting exciting news, flirty messages, going out, having fun, having a good time. This could be dual in the sense of this could be that past person reaching out to you again, that ex, but this can also be the excitement of this new person coming into your life as well. Going out, having fun, just having a good time, not taking everything so seriously, going on some adventures and flirting with each other, going out dancing, just having a good time. All right, let me get 2 more cards here for Capricorn, please. Capricorn's love life. Whoa. Okay. All right, so yeah, we have the Ace of Swords, which is about truth, victory, and clarity. Now, what's interesting is this coming out on it's also a card of communication, honest communication, and it's coming out over the paradigm. So this is really, again, and this is the present energy, but it's also pointing to the illumination, because the illumination energy is actually true Ace of Swords energy. It means like, oh, I've got it. I've got the clarity now, right? I know the truth. I've got the clarity, right? And when we get the clarity, we get the victory, which is another one of the energies tied to the Ace of Swords. So this is basically telling us that, there's going to be a lot of communication here. Okay. And this can, again, be tied to that past person. And if it is, this is you basically, telling them the truth. Like, hey, you know what? I don't have time. I don't have energy for you or that in my life anymore. This is you, the Ace of Swords. This is you cutting them out of your life, in an honest and direct way. It doesn't mean you have to be a jerk to do it, but you're just being very direct, very honest. Now, for this new person coming into your life or an existing person, this is you guys basically sharing open and honest conversation in a healthy way, right? There's no secrets. There's no BS. You guys are very open. You're very real. You're very honest about, your needs, wants, thoughts, desires, your goals, everything. You just share everything in an open, honest and healthy way. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have that King of Wands again, and not the bottom of the deck, the third card. So here's that fire sign showing up again, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Now he was over this message of concern energy earlier. All right. So, but there is a dual energy attached to this as well. So this again is part of, it's a bit of a warning, but it's also, alluding to your current love life or the person coming into your love life. So this is a warning in sense saying, hey, this person from the past is definitely going to reach out. They're definitely going to try to flirt with you. They're definitely going to try to get back into your good graces here. But the Ace of Swords over that paradigm energy is saying you got to be clear. You got to be clear about knowing what you're getting yourself into. If you entertain this past person and you go for it, well, one, you're probably going to screw up this good thing you have coming, this deep knowing energy of this person that's either coming into your life that is good for you, or maybe someone that's in your life already that's good for you. So if you go back to this past person, you're going to screw up something beautiful with this new person, basically. And the Ace of Swords is here saying, hey, make sure you're really clear about what you want, because you don't want to go back to this past person who's just, you're going to repeat a cycle and you're going to miss out on something good. So there's a bit of a warning there. Now, the next thing that the King of Wands is saying is that this new person is somebody who you're very attracted to. They take care of themselves. They're magnetic. They're inspiring. They're motivational. Somebody that makes you believe in you, and somebody who just carries himself. They're very magnetic. It's like you're just drawn to this person. Okay. So again, there's a dual energy attached to that card. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant, another dual energy, but this is also no, it's not your Capricorn. This is Taurus energy. So you could be the other earth sign that you're dealing with that I keep talking about could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be, but this is Taurus energy. But the Hierophant has technically it has three different energies attached to it. So on one hand, it has to do again with your beliefs, which is that Paradigms card. The other has to do with high levels of commitment. Okay. So it's basically saying, like, this new person that's coming in that you have the deep knowing about, or somebody that you may already be in a deep knowing commitment with, you guys are moving to the next level. Like, this is something that could go to marriage. This is like a long-term serious commitment. And if you're single, this new person that's coming in, granted, you don't go back to the old person and screw it up. This new person coming in, you'll have a deep commitment with them. It'll turn into a very, very deep committed relationship. Now, this is also saying that this past person is somebody you could have had a strong commitment to. And that's a clue about who maybe that past person is. So it's probably not somebody that you dated for like a couple of weeks or maybe even a month. Like, this is somebody from your past that you had a serious relationship with and it ended for some reason. And they're just wanting you to know that it's that person and not another person. Okay. So last, I'm going to pull some last messages here. Some final love messages here for my Capricorns. Close out your reading. And again, if you haven't already, I'd greatly appreciate it if you click the like, share, and subscribe button for me. Hit the bell notification icon as well. And you can come join me sometime when I go live. You can get a free live tarot reading with me. One more, please. Whoa. Okay, those got all twisted around. I don't know. Okay. All right, the first card that's out on the table, I'll show them to you, is the first one is Labyrinth. The second card is Boundaries. I'm just waiting for the third one here. What is the third message here for my Capricorns, please? Okay. Of course, it's all nice and neat, and then the card has to fly out and mess up my nice neat. Okay. And the last one is Dreams. Okay, so the first card we have is Labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there is always a way through the labyrinth. Right? And this is tied to this stuck energy up top here that we started the reading off with. So this is just saying, hey, you're not going to be stuck forever as long as you trust, your own intuition, your own guidance, and you don't repeat past mistakes. And if if you're fortunate enough to be here to listen to this, you've been given a grace. You have something more than you had in terms of insights through this reading and maybe other tarot readings that you've listened to. So having sensible boundaries is important. So yeah, this is that fortress energy down here. Again, this is about you having boundaries, you knowing what you want, what you don't want, and you not settling for less, and you definitely not going back to old BS that's not going to serve you anymore, past people, exes that are not good for you. It's you letting go of all that energy for sure. And then you have Dreams, which is share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. Yeah, this is this new person. that comes into your life if you're single, or this is your existing person, and it's tied to that Hierophant energy here at the bottom of the deck, because this is you guys going to that next level of commitment together. This is you guys sharing the dreams about what it means to be in a high level relationship together, building your dreams together, okay? And then final, last but not least, we'll close out the reading here with just a few more messages here for Capricorn. And if you guys like these kinds of readings, again, if you like this style a little bit better, you guys can let me know. They're a little bit longer, but if you guys enjoy them, then I'll keep doing it this way. And, if it's just so-so, then, I'll go back to the drawing board and I'll try to do something else different. I'm trying to figure out ways to bring forward the messages that you guys really want to hear. And, just trying to really dial it in on my channel. Okay, so final messages we have are let your friends help you. And I mentioned that earlier. If you guys need to get advice from somebody, unbiased advice about, hey, people watching your back and people that you allow to speak into your life to help you and give you advice and guidance, because, if you get emotionally triggered, you're going to lose your logic. And so you might need somebody else to bounce things off to bring back that logic. It's like, well, they said this. Do you think you have whatever happens, right? Because if you have an attachment, especially to an ex, and they come back, they may have a hook in you somewhere still. And they maybe start pulling on that hook and you're like, oh, I don't know, man. They sound really convincing. Like they're, maybe they've really changed. Do you think I should go back, or do you think I should go with this new person? Like, you might need to ask somebody here for advice or assistance here, right? So don't be too prideful to ask for help if that's what you need. The next is past life relationship. So yeah, you have a past life relationship with this other person. That's why you have the deep knowing card. It doesn't matter how you feel about the past person. This new person is just going to hit you different. You're going to have a feeling, in a sense, with this new person. If you're single and if you're already with them, you already know what I'm talking about, because you probably felt it already. It's like, man, I know that this person, I have the deep knowing about this person. And then, retreat. And this says it's time to it's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like a lot of you guys, to regain your strength, to regain clarity, to disconnect from the chaos, a lot of you guys need to take a break. You need to go take a trip, whatever you can afford, whatever you can get away with, and you just go spend time with this person and dream together. Start dreaming together. Start really building that Hierophant, that deeper level of connection with each other. And look at the bottom of the deck, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your life. This is divine. You are with this person. This person, this deep knowing person, is divine. This is a work of the higher power. This is a work of God. God, source, the universe, your guides, your angels, whatever you believe, brought you together with this person, this deep knowing person. And so, of course, this past person is going to come in and test you, right? Go figure. But because you're here and you've read this and you know this, you've listened to this, you've got something. You've been warned about this person coming back. You don't have to bite into the forbidden fruit. You don't have to potentially mess up or ruin this divine thing that the universe has set before you, okay? So that's what I have for you, my Capricorns. I hope this reading was helpful. I appreciate all you guys. I will see you guys again very, very soon. And as always, my dear friends, enjoy your September. And love and light.